right. Welcome back, everybody. So we're going to be starting off today. Honestly, I think I might just do the rest of them, and then after that do a Hearthstone legendary tier list for this set. But we'll go from that. So let's do it for today. So last time we did Death Knight and Neutral, so we're going to do Paladin, and I'm going to try to get through all of them, actually, because there isn't that many left. I mean, it's a lot still, but we're gonna bleed through it, piece through it, go fast. All right, first one, King Giblin of Tomorrow, right? He's the king of the gnomes, I believe. So he's got a future version, which is pretty cool. He's got a mech. He's a Fabled card, and he gets to bring the other two, and then his ability is to, when you play him, put one of each of your auras from your deck into the battlefield. So this is kind of like the secret one from way back when in Hearthstone history, but might be better because auras are pretty cracked. Why isn't this getting bigger? This is as big as it gets. Okay, well, so his other two Fabled, because each Fabled card gets, it's a package of 3. This one is a gnomish aura, tradable at the end of your turn, restore 4 health to all your character's last 3 turns. That's pretty good. And then it has tradable, which is great. So you can just keep drawing with these and just throwing them back in the deck, and then if you finally get Gelbin, you'll get to activate it. So the 2 auras that come with him definitely are worth sending back. His other one is at the end of your turn, give a random friendly minion +4/+4 and Divine Shield. Like, that's sick. They're both sick. They both have tradable. This is just a good card. This is just going to slot, I think, into every Paladin deck. Though the thing with Fabled is that they take 3 spaces, so maybe it's not necessarily going to be in every deck, but it's definitely very powerful. All right, next one is Chronological Aura. At the end of your turn, summon a 3/5 dragon with taunt last 3 turns. So that one's pretty good. Nothing crazy, nothing broken. It's kind of expensive, actually. 5 costs for just the 3/5 taunt. That actually might not be that good at all. Seems kind of clunky unless you keep getting a bunch of, unless that aura buffing one. I guess in standard there is this, where is it? Whizbang's Workshop. There's this, and then there's this. The Cardboard Golem. Increase the duration of auras in your hand, deck, and battlefield by 1. So this is probably going to get run with Gelbin? I don't know. Sorry that I'm butchering his name. Oh, it changed the order of the whole thing now. That's fucked. Well, that's going to mess everything up. All right, anyway. Yeah, so this could be good. It's Holy Spell. And that we'll see how auras do. If this guy pops off, then they'll all pop off. And this also slots into that. If you control an aura, deal 3 damage to all enemies. That is definitely another good card. If aura decks are popping off the way that Secrets used to back in the day, this will be slotted into them all because it's good for control. And it seems to be like it wants to be a mid-range sort of style deck. So if you slot enough cards in for it and just have enough control, enough bodies, enough tempo, mid-range could be back. It just depends on how the meta shapes up. But Paladin's already a pretty good spot. You could combo this with auras with the Imbue maybe, but that might also not be good, but it could be. I'm just trying to think of like what other decks it would be in. So that's that. I'll bring him up big, sorry. So he's cool as an elemental and he's a 4 cost, so that's pretty good. And then it also does all enemies, so it's better than just the minions you can kill with this. Then these are the new locations for a lot of characters where they have a past, present, and future. So this is the past Nomergon. It is give a minion +2/+1, and then it goes to the next stage. Present. So then it's basically like a leper gnome kind of thing. I wish this part would get bigger. Give a friendly minion, or give a minion, it doesn't have to be friendly, +2/+1, and death ray, I'll deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So it's basically just a leper gnome. Then the final one, same thing, but now it also gives divine shield. So yeah, that's that. Seems okay. Could honestly be good in Murloc Paladin, but honestly you don't really want to mess with that because the Murlocs are just only synergize with themselves, so basically just have that. Next, we got Hardlight Protector, Divine Shield, restore 3 health to your hero and give them Divine Shield. This just seems pretty good, especially if you're working on these mech decks. Maybe next year there'll be more mech support, but this is a decent card for healing and giving your character Divine Shield. Like, that's good. Hero with Divine Shield is always good. Next, discover a Paladin mech from the past, give it 5/5. I don't even know. Let's see. So what? Mech. Wild. And then Surge. Oh, shit. Wait, where'd the Surge go? Mech. So, it said specifically a Paladin. So, Leviathan's one, maybe. I don't know if that counts, but you got this. The Noyo Troop. Ooh, Mechano Egg. That's a classic. Flickering Lightbot. Is this in standard still? It is. These two, the Carousel Griffin and the Cobalt Guardian. Purator. This one, Golden Wing. That could be good. This one, Bubblebot. Noyo Module. This, that, this, that, these. Some decent ones. Nothing crazy. I honestly thought there was like a legendary, but I guess not. Alright, so that's back to the next. So it seems decent. I'm not sure you'd hard run that, but maybe if it gets good pulls, could. Next is the Tank Engineer, Divine Shield, Death Rattle, summon a 7/7 with tank, and you get this. No way, Force Tank Max comes back, and that drops out of a 4 cost. I didn't realize it was that card. This is fine. I'm not sure you'd hard run it, but if you're building a mech one, I feel like if a mech Paladin is coming next year, that's what these seem to be setting up for, in my opinion. So they're definitely okay right now, but they definitely, once some synergy comes, you'll be happy with them. Then we got this. Healing Rewind and get 2 random holy spells. Store health. You can get them from any class, I think. So it seems good. You get 2 spells and you heal, and if you don't get enough health from the mana, you get to try again. It seems like a 3 out of 5. Next, we got the PM Infinitizer. Set a friendly minions attacking health to 8. It can attack heroes this turn. It seems expensive for that, but also, like I said, maybe in the future there's some mechs that come back and you can kind of buff or lower the cost of these. But I don't know. Out of all the cards, this one seems the worst so far. And then finally, this one's sick. I really like his design. The Fins Beyond Time. So this basically replaces your hand with your starting hand, swap back at the end of your turn. So you basically get a free refill for 2 cost, and then you can play them all. So if your hand has some good cards at the beginning that are cheap enough that you can play, this seems good. And even in a bigger style control deck with expensive cards, if you run Ysera and have your mana at 15, you have 13 mana to spend on something like this. I like this. This is cool. The card art is kind of what sells me on it, to be honest. And I don't know. I just like these kind of effects. There's that old Mage one that cost 8 and gave you the cards, and you got to keep them. But this one's cheaper, and you only get temporary. You basically get to dump that hand and then go back to yours, right? Well, I guess it doesn't. It swaps back at the end of your turn. So if you dump it, Kind of works like the passage from Rogue back in the day. So that's that. So it's a solid set. Next we got Mage. Everyone's going to get this card. We've already seen this. It's just the old portal, but you get rewind for it. It's nothing special. It's kind of just taking up space in the pool for mage spells. Next, we got the Mirror Dimension. Basically, it's the mirror image, but a little worse. You have to have dragons. Well, it's better, but also worse, because you get a 0/4, so it's more shield. And then you can get a second of it, so you have 8 health, and it's a power creep of it, but you need to have a dragon, so has some conditions. This one, after alter time, discover 2 arcane spells from the past. They cost 2 less. So let's look at all the arcane spells. All right, so it's gonna be a lot. I thought I said this is really arcane. So there's this is it. This. I feel like there's more. This one will be coming. That's a good one to get. Arcane spells from the past. It didn't say mage arcane spells, but really this is all the arcane spells in the whole game. That doesn't seem right to me. There's they're missing a bunch of secrets, aren't they? I don't know. We're just going to go back to the set. Yeah, so there's going to be a big pool for that. It seems decent. You're probably going to be generating this off of other mage spells, so it's just another way to generate more cards. So I don't know if you'd hard run this, maybe first one of, but it's okay. Then we got this thing for Dragon Mage. It's sick to have Dragon Paladin, Dragon Mage, and Dragon Priest are back. I always have fun with all those. So this one, the Alligathar Instructor. It's just a dragon that's a pretty big body for 5 cost. Decent. It's survivable. And spell damage +2. Then we got the Arcane Barrage. This card seems kind of broken. Deal 3 damage to an enemy and deal 2 damage to 2 other random ones. So this basically scales high with all these new spell damage, and you can just hit face and just also damage enemies. So I feel like you'd always just hit face with the main part, and then the other 2 random ones just go for whatever you want. Because with just this card, just one of it, it's already doing 5 and then 4/4. So that's broken. And then there are other spell damage ones in standard, right? There's this that gives it. These 2 can give. I guess there aren't that many for. And then I guess there's less than I thought. I feel like I've seen so many. Anyway, it's decent. I mean, even with +1/+1. I mean, even on its own, it's crazy. For 3, that's insane. Anywho, next we got Azure Queen Syndragosa. She's the Fabled. If you control another dragon, your arcane spells cost 2 less. And then these are the other 2. So let's look at the other dragon first. Azure King Malygos. If you control another dragon, your arcane spells cast twice, which is sick. And then this later on, after they both die, the Azure Oathstone, and you summon your dragons that died this game. So basically, you want to have enough dragons that you can get some good value out of this, but also not too many that you block out both the king and the queen. Because then when they're both out, your arcane spells become insane. So it's going to be a powerful card. It's probably going to get run even in non-dragon ones. Because this would cast twice, do big damage. This cast twice. There's so many. So it'll be epic. Next, we got an interesting card. The other legendary is Time Looper Toki. So get 4 random spells from the past. When you played all 4, get another Time Looper Toki. So There's like over 1,000 spells of all time from the past. And there's a wide variety. So this could be good. It also could be really bad. You don't necessarily need to play all 4 to get a second one to get the value out of this. You just need the hand space. Oh, shit. And then, yeah. So it seems okay. You may just want it to refill for survivability and stuff like that. And then Anomalize. 7 cost, summon a random 10, and 1 cost minion, scramble their stats. This to me seems decent. So you'd summon like something that costs 10, and a 1 cost, and just add their stats together, or not add them together, just scramble what you get. So, I don't know if Fabled get to be summoned. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. If not, then you get something like this. Most of them are like 10 health. And then the 1 costs... Oh, sorry. There's a wider variety, but most of them have like low health. So it's a good mix. I don't know if you'd hard run that card. But you definitely wouldn't be mad to generate it. And then with the dragons, you could, but then you'd be taking up space right with the dragons. So seems okay. Nothing crazy, nothing broken, but nothing horrible if you end up having to play it. And if you're a spell-only deck, this could be a good way to get some minions, sort of. Next, we got Faceless Enigma. Look at 2 random secrets. Pick one, cast for yourself, and the other for your opponent. So, this kind of seems bad, but also good. But not really. I don't know. It just seems bad. Why would you want to give your opponent a secret? Yeah, you know what it is, but most secrets are annoying to play against, so I don't know if you would do that. The final one for Mage. Temporal Construct. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. Draw cards equal to its excess damage. So at 7 costs, it seems kind of bad. But if you are getting a couple good draws off, it's not too bad. But other than that, I mean, maybe run it in Elemental Mage. But everything else, I don't know. This just doesn't really feel like it slots in anything. Maybe one day it will. So that's Mage. Next, we're going to power through these. We got Keldorai Fletcher for Hunter. Your hero power costs 0 while your hand has 3 or less. That's pretty broken. Hunter always says that. And then this one, draw until you have 3 cards. So they're just really pushing aggro hunters always. But then they have this legendary that sucks. Discard your hand, get an infinite banana. But I guess the idea is that your hand is pretty empty for this, and then you just have this infinite banana. But I don't know, it just seems really bad. You're just giving 1/1 to a minion infinitely. That just seems bad. Then the Silver Moon location. So, wait, why doesn't it show the past, present, and future for this? Huh. So we can't look at the full card of this, but I think it does extra damage each time, or like extra damage to a side character. Oh no, it deals 5, and then it does access to the hero, and then something else, access to the hero on the side troops or something. Then the Fabled card is Ranger General Sylvanas. So this one's pretty good. So her, Illyria, and Barisa, they all go together. So they all get stronger if you've played the other 2 first. So Illyria, I feel like, is one you'd want to play first. But Sylvanas is already good on her own because it's basically consecration. But if you get to play it 3 times or 2 times, that's even better, obviously. This one, you discover a spell, and then you can discover more. So it depends. They're versatile, and whenever they go, and they cost 3, so they're cheap. And then this one, give minions in your deck +1/+1. So this one, I feel like you'd want to go last. So you give them +3/+3 if you do that. But yeah, this is a solid Fabled card, and it's cool to see her as her old self. Perfect card, love it, very Hunter. Then this one, deal 3 damage if this is exactly in the center of your hand, deal 5 instead. This one, pretty good. Like if it's in this card or hand dump Hunter, then that's always going to be doing 5. If you have no other cards beside that, it's going to be blasting. Next, Wormhole Rewind. Summon a random 3-cost beast. It attacks a random enemy. This seems fine for Hunter. It's cheap. Get a 3-cost beast. There's some big 3-cost beasts. So, yeah. This one, Epic Stalker. Rush Elusive Battlecry. Summon a copy of this. This is pretty good. Anything that can summon a copy of it and attack is always good. Especially if you run it with this and you get a +3/+3. That's going to be a 7/6/7. Oh! Fuck, I did the thing. That's funny. But yeah. Next. Ticking Time Bomb. Death Rattle. Destroy a random enemy minion. That's fine. That's good for Hunter. Though I feel like if there's a mech set coming out next year or something, all these mech cards will be good. And then the first secret printed in a long time. Untimely Death. When a friendly minion dies the turn after being played, resummon it. That's fine. That's kind of good with this. Other than that, pretty good. All right. So now let's go to Demon Hunter. So they got 2 new archetypes, basically. So let's do this guy first. Perennial Serpent. Rush. Costs 4 less if a minion is dormant. That's great. It's a big 7/9. It's huge. And then if you're rocking some of the... If there's any minion dormant, then you'd summon it. Which then that pairs perfectly well with this. The Time Warden. Timeway Warden. Battlecry. Imprison an enemy minion. It goes dormant for 10,000 turns. Death Rattle. Awaken it. So... this thing is crazy. If you get this silenced or send it back to your hand and the Death Rattle never goes off, your opponent's just going to start having things on its board that are never able to get removed. And too bad Reno's gone with that ability where he could just empty the board, because now that's just going to stay there thanks to Starships. It's all Starship's fault. It ruined Reno. But anyway, yeah, so Mark's going to be having fun with this. He's probably going to fill an opponent's board with just dormant characters. That's just going to be cracked. Next, we got Bruxigar. He's the Fabled Legendary. He is one of the guys to have actually gone in to fight the Burning Legion by himself and damage Sargeras, but then gets melted. So he has a cool thing. So he disappears, so it doesn't count as a minion in your deck. So you can go into this archetype of no minion deck. What you have to do is you have to kill all 4 demons from the portal. So you get these demons are put into your deck. Summon a 1/1 for your opponent. When it dies, draw a card. So this basically, you ruin your opponent's resummon. This is a good counter for Priest. And then you just have to kill him. And then you basically use this axe with the lifesteal. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw Portal of Argus. So you get 2 for that. But if you make it a bigger weapon or a longer lasting one, you can do more. So there's 4 demons. So there's this guy, Fleeing Urzurl. A 1/1. There's the next one is a 2/1, and then after that there's a 3/1, and then after that there's a 4/1. And yeah, so then after you get that, you get a charge 12/12 minion that costs 2. So once you complete that, you're just dropping that. Boom, done. Boom, you know. So pretty good. All right, discover a minion. If your deck has no duplicates, reduce the cost of any in your hand by 2. So then you can make that Fabled Legendary a 0. Thing's pretty good. This next one, Lasting Legacy. Give your hero +4 attack this turn. If your deck has no minions, give it any in your hand +4. So you can just keep buffing this guy. Yeah, so these are all good for it. Summon 2 3/3 demons. If your deck has no minions, they attack the lowest health enemy. So this card seems pretty good. You only want to play it if it's no minions, because it's kind of bad on its own. 2 3/3s. I guess it's not too bad, but yeah. And then this is the other legendary pairs with it all. Get a demon that costs 5 or more. If your deck has no minions, your next one costs 0. So you can get 3 free big demons off of this. in that. So it's sick. If this archetype works, it's a fucking 10 out of 10. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Outcast, your hero's immune until your next turn. So this, I don't know if you'd hard run it, but it's definitely good. You get the Outcast books, the Illidari studies, so you'll easily just find that guy when you need it. Next, Time Lost Glaive, Death Rattle. Get a random demon from the past. That's pretty good too. All of it goes pretty well. And then this last one, the Aeon Rend, Rewind. Deal 4 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Fell. That's just a good card. If you hit the ones you don't like, you can try again. So a strong set. A few of the cards don't necessarily synergize with the rest of it, but there's two. That's fun though, because you get to have more than one archetype. All right, next we got Druid. So let's just go through it quick. Battle Cry, get a pupil, 2/2 pupil, discover a spell that costs 7 or more from the past that teach it. So this is basically the Illidari study. No, Zinajari studies. Can anyone spell Zinajari? But yeah, so it was good back then because it was cheap. I don't know how this one will be. Druid spells are less good, but it could be good. I guess it's still good. Next, we got the Druid of Regrowth, Rewind, Battlecry, cast 2 random nature spells. That seems pretty good. Has a chance to heal, but I guess the targets are random, so not that good. Especially for a 6 cost, 3/5, not that good. Next, Ebb and Flow, deal 3 damage. If you've played a minion while holding this, gain 5 armor. That's fine. That's going to slot into that Imbue Druid pretty well. Deal damage and survive. That's just what Druids need. Alternate reality. Replace your hand and deck with choose random choose 1 cards from the past that cost 1 less. That's just like that Warlock card, Renounced Darkness, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, anywho, that's decent. It's more of a meme, but we'll see. Maybe it's really good. Maybe someone will find a way to make it crazy. Next, we got the Endangered Dodo Taunt. Battlecry. If you have 10 or less health, gain 5/5 and summon a copy of this. So that's pretty good for end of game, get out of jail. But we'll see. Not sure. I don't know if Druids are consistently down that low. Probably not. Next, this is Lady is Azsharaj. Azshara. Sorry. Oh my god. So she's a Fabled. She gets 2 locations for hers, right? Okay. So Empower, Zinashari, or the Well of Eternity. The other one gets destroyed. So you can play them at normal, right? So this is the first one, Well of Eternity. Fill your hand with temporary spells. So that's okay. You can do it a couple times. And then the other one is summon a copy of a friendly minion. And that's okay as well, too. But then the buffed one, fill your hand with random temporary spells they cast twice. And then summon a copy of a friendly minion with its stats doubled. Wait, huh? So they change after 1 cast? Why are they all different already? Because this is the empowered one down here. Oh, okay, so empowered. The minions summoned by Zinajari will have double stats, destroy the well. Oh, okay. I see. So these are the empowered versions. It just says this here because that's the choose 1 art that you pick. Seems solid. Nothing broken, nothing crazy. Definitely one of the more mid-level ones. But if you're, I think the well where you get the temporary cards and the cast twice seems a lot better. But the double stats is also pretty good. You can do it 3 times for both, so it's actually pretty good. Actually, I take back what I said. But I guess you could play the other ones before you destroy it and get the value out of it as well. It just depends when you play this, so it's fine. Next, Battlecry. It's a Kaldorei Cultivator. Discover 2 beasts. Put them on the bottom of your deck with 5/5. So this is basically dredging, or stuff that would work with a dredge. Seems okay. That elemental that flips your deck is basically like that. Draw the bottom 2 cards from your deck. Okay, and then this contingency is basically just set up to do that, so you don't even need to. You pull some big guys. These 2 together, this just makes that work. So, boom. Wave shaping. Discover a card from your deck. The others get put on the bottom. Nice. It's just dredged back for Druid only, of course. Taunt. Set the cost of the bottom 5 cards of your deck to 1. And this just makes it even better. So, all 4 of those together. Boom. Druid's broken. Nerf Druid. Alright, so we got a few left. Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. Okay. Damn, let's try to power through these. How far in am I? Okay. Let's actually just... I'm going to end this one here and then make another video for that. So we'll try to power through. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next Puff Clan video.